Hello viewers, today's session is going to be focusing on hazardous events, and basically when you have a hazard and you do nothing about it, that could result in a hazardous event. Now, what is a hazardous event? It is an occurrence that has the potential to cause harm or other negative consequence. You remember in one of our videos we discussed what a hazard is and also what harm means. So let me do a quick recall. Harm basically is in three categories, right? We have injury or illness, property damage, and then environmental impact. So when we look at harm, it could be that, for example, in terms of injury, that you have a knife cut, so that is harm. Or you have an emission into the environment, depleting the ozone layer, that is harm. Or you have a vehicle which is hitting a wooden structure and damaging it, that is also harm. Now, when we talk about hazardous event, it means basically the outcome of the hazard that is undesirable. So examples would include fall from height, entanglement. Let's say you have a rotating machine. The chances are that if proper controls are not in place, that the machine can catch your clothing and entangle you into the rotation machine. Or amputation, which could result from a sewing machine. So a sewing machine is a hazard, right? So the hazardous event from that could be an amputation. Laceration that can come from a sharp edge, electrocution that can come from electricity. So these are some examples that you can look at when you talk about hazardous event. And these events usually are undesirable. We don't want them. Now, if you look in the picture, you see various hazardous activities and hazards, right? And each of these can result in a hazardous event. Take a look at the man lifting a heavy load. What kind of hazardous event can occur from that? He can sustain lower back injuries, right? Or look at the oil spill. If you slip over that and fall, then that is also a hazardous event. We have some flammable substances stored in the workshop, and that could lead to explosion. That's a big hazardous event. We have someone working at height. He can fall looking at the kind of arrangement he has made in order to be able to work at height by fixing the light bulbs. So once he falls, that is also classified as hazardous event. Now, it's important to understand that in the workplace, we have a lot of hazards. And then we need to be able to recognize these hazards and then put in some actions or control measures to prevent them from becoming hazardous events. Because hazardous events can even lead to fatalities. People can die from that. We can have significant environmental impact, significant property damage, or significant injuries that will make you incapacitated and not able to work again. So as employees, we need to be able to keep focus, look around in the workplace, identify hazards, put in actions to control them so that we can prevent hazardous events occurring. Thank you very much, and that will be all for today. If you have any comments, just put them in the comment section and I'll be glad to respond to you. Thank you. Cheers.